again, this is Optibotimus coming to you with another video review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Mutagen Ooze Drop Copter with a working prop and ultimate ooze action. Now, one thing I will mention is that it does say specifically on here that ooze and figures are sold separately. But for the purpose of this review, you guys know me, I'm going to bring out the ooze and a figure to show you. But there you have the package. It's actually a fairly small package. Now, I don't really think the copter is all that big, and then you come around here in the back, and you can actually see the image of the toy itself with the Turtle Turbo prop. And it says, choose the ooze. I guess you can choose to put ooze in there if you want to. But it says, the Drop Copter, double-barreled ooze chopper. Take to the skies with this airborne assault helicopter, complete with twin tubs, to defuse the ooze on any crank foolishly walking the streets. There's a Mutagen Ooze barrel bomb, obviously. A working winch, and it says give him a lift with the working winch. And you got the sewer skid plate. Now on the bottom here you have the Mutagen Ooze sewer cruiser, which I really wasn't all that interested in picking up, to be totally honest. And I probably won't get it. You got the sewer spinning, skateboarding, and stunt ramp. Alright. And the Rippin' Rider, which is just a motorcycle, but I have no interest in that either. But there's the packaging for it, and I mean, like I said, pretty small, so I don't expect this to be too big of a toy, but and as you can see, it looks like it's just a individual turtle kind of transportation device. So let's get it open and see how cool it actually is. Guys, so here we have the Drop Copter open up out of its packaging and fully assemble, and obviously you have Donatello and Leonardo going to be our little models, and then we got a little container of the ooze here to showcase this off. Now, when you do get this, you are going to have to assemble it. It's basically in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 or 8 pieces that you got to put together. And it does have a couple stickers. As you can see here, you've got Danger Ooze on that side. Come around to this side. It says Caution Mutant Turtles, or it says Mutants Turtles, I guess. Then on the inside here you have a little cockpit sticker, as well as a little light bulb kind of sticker right there. As you can see, it is very small. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it is still pretty small nonetheless. Now this little bit right here has a little hinge that you can open up, and then it clips down to hold it kind of into place. You just lift that up. Then we're going to take Donatello, and Donatello is going to be, you know, the pilot here, because naturally, why wouldn't you have Donatello be the pilot? And then you just sit that in there. It's kind of an awkward fit because you got his holster here in the back, but you can see it doesn't really. He doesn't really sit there too terribly bad, but it's still not a good fit, I don't really think. Then we're gonna rotate his fists around, and again, it's a tough fit to get him to actually hold the steering column thing. This kind of rotates around, so kind of sucks. We're just gonna set it right there. I mean, it's not terrible, but it definitely doesn't fit as well as you would think it would. Now, obviously, with someone like Leonardo, where this bit can actually comes off, it probably would fit on here a lot better, and maybe I should have used that, but I wanted to have Leonardo be dangling from it. So, as you can see, you got the propeller. He flies around. That's really about it. One thing that's really very cool is when you look on here, there's a lot of weird random parts and everything, and it's really kind of something that you would think that Donatello would put together with all the various junk that he's got lying around in the sewer. And that's really very cool. I really do like that. And then this is the little drop thing. Now, I shouldn't have done that just yet. The drop copter actually comes with these little gray bits right here, which you can just put inside here. If you remember with the ooze chucking ones, they came with the color versions of that so that you didn't have to use the ooze. That's the same thing that you have here. So you just take this, and then you got a little kind of gear thing here. You just rotate this around, and those plop out. Now, because I do have ooze, I will be able to show you that, but one thing that I want to show you first is that the little winch, it actually pegs onto the bottom, which is a very nice touch, and then it doesn't really rotate out very well. It's kind of clicky. I don't particularly like that. It's not a very freewheeling kind of system. And then you're going to take Leonardo, you're going to put his foot through there, and then you can see the little peg there. You gotta have to wedge it in there to get him to stand on it. I mean, it's kind of the feet are kind of big, so get in there. There we go, just like so. And then you can have him kind of hold on to this, and I'm going to try and extend this all the way. But you can hear it doesn't just come out very easily. And then have him hold that, and then you can have that kind of happening, which is really very cool. And then you got the helicopter here, and then, I mean, I really do dig that. That's a really neat kind of touch, and I don't know if you're not going to be able to see it, but really very cool. I do love that little feature as well. That's probably one of my favorites, to be totally honest, that you can incorporate both of these guys with it. So get that off there, and then like I said, this winch just doesn't work all that well. You can hear it going clickety 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 as it's rotating up, so really kind of sucks that it's not as freewheeling as one would think. And then you can just bring around, you got the little hole here, then you got a little tab, just bring that up, get his foot out of the way, and peg that in just like so. And just because I want to show this a little bit better, we're gonna take this off, knock down the ooze here in the background. We're gonna get Donatello out of the way, and I don't remember. No, his back section doesn't detach, so we're gonna set Donnie off here in the back. Then we're gonna take Leo. We're gonna take this off, take his sword out of his hand, and actually the packaging, I believe it was Leonardo. Yeah, it's a Leonardo on there. So that comes down, and it comes down a whole lot easier, and you can have him for seated in this position a whole lot easier. And then he does actually reach these a little bit better, and they rotate around. So there's advantages to using Leonardo in this, and not necessarily Donatello, but there's that. Now the ooze is the main gimmick with this, so we're gonna take a little bit of it out. We're gonna put it inside here just a little, because I don't want to. I really do dislike using this to demonstrate things, because the ooze is really a very vile substance that if you, now I got it on my fingers, it's if I put it in my mouth for whatever reason, it's really gonna suck. So you got a little bit of ooze inside there, and then just angling up here so that you guys can still see this, all you do is rotate this around and plop. That's all you do. That's the whole play feature. It works a whole lot better than any of the other ooze sort of figures, and it is really very fun. Now the other thing is they actually do have little connector bits right on this side and that side, that if you wanted to, you could hook their weapons in there. So there's Leonardo's sword, bringing in Donatello's bow. You just clip that in there, so you can have them actually store those weapons, which is a nice touch as well. So just really kind of depends on which turtle you have flying around in this guy. So there you guys have it, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Drop Copter. Really very fun, not all that expensive, and it's affordable for kids to play with and pick up. So I absolutely do recommend picking this guy up. And until next time, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Keep in touch with me. Find our recent purchases as well as all upcoming video reviews all at facebook.com/teambotimus, and follow me over on Twitter at twitter.com/optibotimus. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.